Hey guys, it's Blackhawk Jim from Modern Day Studios, and today we will be reviewing the key events that grabbed news headlines in the month of September 2017. First up, we have hurricane season. September 2017 is going down in the record books as the most active hurricane season in the Atlantic. Florida and the Caribbean islands got struck by hurricanes Irma and Maria. Irma hit the U.S. as a Category 4 storm, while Hurricane Maria made landfall in Puerto Rico as a Category 5. Hurricane Jose had a minor threat along the east coast of the U.S., but never made landfall. Lastly, the Houston area is still rebuilding after Hurricane Harvey made landfall in late August as a Category 4. Up next, we have Mexico's earthquakes. Mexico suffered through many earthquakes this past month, with 3 reaching over 6.0 on the Richter scale, the largest being measured at 8.1. Over 350 people have died in these earthquakes. Shifting over to politics, the Trump administration is working on creating a new tax reform that would cut back taxes for the middle class, adults with children, and businesses. However, the tax reform would eliminate state and local tax deductions, which would mostly affect the taxpayers in Democratic states. If this reform went through, it would be the first tax overhaul since 1986, when Ronald Reagan was president. Up next, we have Trump versus the NFL. After Trump made comments about players kneeling and protesting for the national anthem, calling those who kneeled SOBs, every team came up with a way to unite their players to protest Trump during the national anthem. Some linked arms, others kneeled, and some fans approved while others objected of these actions. And who knows when this petty conflict will end. Up next, we have Trump versus Kim Jong-un. Whether it's Trump calling Kim Jong-un Rocket Man or Un calling Trump Dotard, the argument between the U.S. and the DPRK has been escalating, yet nothing has happened. North Korea has threatened to attack different parts of the United States with missiles and has almost hit Japan multiple times. Up next, Trump makes his debut at the United Nations. Escalations between North Korea and the U.S. have risen, and the United Nations meetings were another indication of it, with North Korea and the U.S. pointing fingers at each other. Besides Korea, Trump talked about how the UN was ripping off the United States and how America would probably pull out of the Iran nuclear deal. Up next, the state of U.S. healthcare. After a fourth failure to pass a bill to replace Obamacare, it is looking unlikely that the Republicans will pass any sort of replacement. With only a slim Senate advantage, the Republican health care plan could lose only 2 votes, and when Senators John McCain of Arizona, Rand Paul of Kentucky, and Susan Collins of Maine said that they would vote against the Graham-Cassidy bill, the Senate announced they would not hold a vote. Up next, Angela Merkel wins election for German Chancellor. Angela Merkel, the German Chancellor since 2005, was elected to her 4th term as the top position in the German government. Merkel is considered by many to be the leader of the free world. Lastly, we have that Saudi Arabian women will finally be allowed to drive. Saudi Arabia is the only country in the world where women are not allowed to drive, but that will change next summer. The Saudi leader King Abdullah agreed to let women drive, which will start next summer. Women being able to legally drive will enable them to be able to work more conveniently, which would improve the workforce and increase the Saudi economy. This change in policy has been disapproved by many Saudi men, and many protests have formed against women driving. And now it's time for today's bonus fact. If you want to donate money to others but don't know how, you can download Tab for a Cause to your computer. It is a free and safe browser extension where just opening a tab will give you money to donate to one of 8 causes, including the flooding in Puerto Rico. It takes minimal effort for us, but will mean a lot to those in need. There will be a link in the description below. Today's question of the day: what was the best, worst, and most interesting events of September 2017? Let us know in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Blackhawk Jim from Modern Day Studios signing off, and see you in the next video.